Hold on to your seats, people. This will be another rant. I have discovered something very disturbing. So very disturbing that it trumps everything else. In fact, so bad, that compared to this, the COVID crisis and the financial crisis of 2008 will look like a picnic compared to what is about to happen. This woman is Janet Yellen, and she is United States Secretary of the Treasury, and in a matter of speech, she has been screaming to the government, but no one is listening. Congress went on vacation and seems to be in oblivion about her letters, mails, and other sorts of communication with the government. I will make this a very simple explanation, so every American can understand. From August, the balance of the government, what the government has in its bank account, has gone in 1 month from $500 billion to $200 billion. Realistically spoken, this should be close to $2 trillion, but it isn't. According to Janet Yellen, if this trend continues, the government can be broke in a few weeks, possibly earlier. You can say, then borrow more money. But since Ronald Reagan started to lower the taxes for the corporations and the rich, the government had to borrow more and more money to keep running.
In the next few weeks, Congress must vote to allow the Department of the Treasury to pay America's bills. All right? Our Treasury Department, that's where we take in money and we pay it, right? Real simple. This is usually done with a simple, routine vote to raise what's called the debt ceiling. If you don't raise the debt ceiling, America can't pay its bills. Since the 1950s, Congress has always passed it. Every president has signed it. Democrats, Republicans, Ronald Reagan, Lyndon Johnson, it doesn't matter. This is just a routine thing that you got to do so that Treasury can pay the bills. If Congress doesn't pass this debt ceiling in the next few weeks, the United States will default on its obligations. That's never happened in American history. Basically, America becomes a deadbeat. If the world sees America not paying its bills, then they will not buy debt, Treasury bills, from the United States, or if they do, they'll do it at much higher interest rates. That means somebody wanting to buy an F-150 will have to pay much higher interest rates eventually, which means you will sell less cars. That's just one example of how profoundly destructive this could be. This is not some abstract thing. And this is important. Raising the debt ceiling is not the same as approving more spending. Any more than making your monthly payments adds to the total cost of your truck. You don't say, well, I'm not going to pay my bill, my note for my truck because I'm going to save money. No, you're not saving money. You already bought the truck. Right? You have to pay the bills. You're not saving money. You might have decided at the front end not to buy the truck, but once you bought the truck, you can't say you're saving money just by not paying the bills. Does that make sense? So raising the debt ceiling, it doesn't cost a dime. It does not add a penny to our deficits. All it says is, you got to pay for what Congress already said we're spending money on. If you don't do it, we could have another financial crisis.
Make no mistake, Republican as well as Democrats have raised the debt ceiling to fit the spending of the government. And it seriously looks like the government has only $200 billion until that debt ceiling. Currently the borrowing cap is set at $28.4 trillion, leaving the federal government with negligible wiggle room. To offer some perspective on the scale of such a shortfall, the entire U.S. gross domestic product was $20.93 trillion last year. Raising the debt ceiling again will mean that in no way the United States can ever repay this debt, and there is a good chance that the state will have to default on its obligations. And printing more money will lead to rapid inflation, so the price of a hamburger can go up from $4 to $400 million. This has happened to Germany between 1918 and 1930 and many other countries, and the absolute summit was Zimbabwe. Remember this one we used in some videos? This had about the monetary worth of a Big Mac hamburger. The government has till the 18th of October to fix this problem, or default. I would say, good luck with that. I have some suggestions, like start taxing the churches, raise the taxes for the corporations and the rich and so on, but with the American lifestyle of greed and worshipping the almighty dollar, this will never happen. By the way, you can check everything I just said, in fact I want you to check it. As I heard, an actual default could cause an immediate, literary cascading catastrophe of unbelievable proportions and will damage the United States of America for the next 100 years to come. And the population? The people are way too busy with hundreds of genders, vaccination conspiracies, saying the earth is flat, and auditing deputy dogs, that no one will even notice before it is too late. Hi, I am Ivy and this here is my own channel, Ned, and I'll put a lot of work in our videos, and would really like to see our channel become bigger. So please, hit that like and subscribe buttons and ring that notification bell. We are not monetized, so get nothing from YouTube, but if you want to help us, please consider to help us at www.patreon.com/DutchHeretic. We want to do more, with better animations and shit. Your help will be very much appreciated.